Welcome to Marantz Rantz, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertold, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Henny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC or superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz Rantz.
You know, I was told that my theme song is too long. It said, welcome to Marantz Rantz is too long. I said, no. It's a minute 22 of greatness, but you got to get all those lyrics out. You know, we got a lot to say here. We've been around for a minute. Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, whole lot of truth, no financial advice. This is our 3,000th episode. Now, I don't know what episode it is. I don't know how many videos we've done, but we've done over thousands and thousands, whatever it may be. I'm just happy that we're still around after all these years. Some people have come and gone. And today we're raising money for Trey Trades and his debt personally that he has incurred. You know, he incurred all this debt. I don't know if that's the right word to use. He manipulated all these people out of their money, even his own family members, because it wasn't enough just to do it on the internet, right? Like to YouTube and to people watching and the subscribers. No, he had to go to family and friends and put them in peril, which is laughable, comical. We'll talk about it. But we'll talk about a lot of other things too. I mean, we got the whole market to look at. You guys know Trump tariffs. What'd I tell you guys? This Wall Street is something different, huh? Wall Street is overvalued. And it's like Wall Street takes on an identity of its own. And people just don't care. Can I explain? Okay, cool. I called this episode Wait and See. Is that $10 for Trey? $10 for Trey? Oh, for Trey's victims, yes. Trey Trades, as, who calls them that, by the way? Is it Tonko Native? Bro, I have a hard time remembering people's names. Where did you get the Rosie O'Donnell statue? No, that right there is Corey's mother. I don't know if you know Jackadila Tits. This is his girl, Ruby, right here. I don't know if you know about Ruby. She's a little groupie. She hangs out with, like, those two brothers over the pond, I forget, Rocky and Bullwinkle. But, you know, this is right here. If you guys see, these are all inside jokes. You guys don't know. I apologize. This show's been around for a long time. But if you got to watch, Goat Simulators. You know what this show reminds me of? It's, you know Jim Rome? He's a sports guy. A lot of people don't like him. They like him, whatever. But the thing I like about Jim Rome, and the one thing I do like about the clones, is when I first started listening to Jim Rome, I was on the job site with my dad. And he was out of San Diego, and we could get him all staticky. But then I remember when he went a little more national, and OJ was like the thing, and everyone writing emails at the time was like, Orenthal, sincerely, OJ, Orenthal. And so everybody was OJ in the chat. It was awesome, dude. And I'm like, yo, look at this cult that just formed around Jim Rome about OJ supporters. And we're the same way. We're the same way. God, can I tell you about these cats on Twitter? It's hard for me to avoid Twitter. Was I going to be serious for a second? Oh, hold on. Let me go back to being serious and posturing. Hi, guys. The Dow Jones is down today. So is the S&P 500. Down about a whole percent, about 50 points. You know, it dropped 100 points earlier. It went from 6,100 all the way down to 5,500. And I think it's that overall bearish divergence and the fact that Donald Trump is in his uncertainty and he's just so uncanny. He's off the pocket. You know, there's tariffs on. We don't know if they are. They're going to 50%. They're going to 25, 200 just announced this afternoon on wine and I don't even know. Was it wine and champagne? Because they have a 50% tariff on us, on our exports? Guys, calm your tits. Can I say that loosely? And if for all you guys that don't know the phrasing of tits and nipples, those are all investment, like, I guess, phrases for like, you're excited, right? Woo! Just because of a movie came out and they use these things. Anyway, whatever. GDP. The gross domestic product for this country, about 13%, 14% is imports. What in the world just happened? Did that just happen? Oh my God. How do I stop it? That stopped it. Look at that. Bro, I have the other thing here, and I hit it with my finger, and it started playing a video in my ear. That was crazy. I never had that happen before. Anyway, we're only doing like 13%, 14%. So you're going to tariff like 14% of our goods? A lot of this shit's domestic. The state of California has the 7th highest GDP of any country. Like if it was a country, its own country, it'd be number 7. Like, we do a lot of shit here. Okay, Canada? I know you guys are excited about the tariff program. And I just want to put you guys full on blast today. Like I said, I love Canada. I love the Canadian people. The government, not so much. Kind of like how people love Americans but don't love our president. All right, boo-hoo. But the last I checked, your Air Force are the geese that fly down during the winter. The only protection you have is us. So you might have to pay for that. You might have to be a trade partner. This might be a trade war. But I'm not scared of any threat that comes across the table for shit that I don't consume. Boo-hoo. So I don't drink grapes from France. Chucks. Can I still drink the grapes from Napa? Is it okay if I do Columbia Valley? Is that north enough for you? Maybe people don't know. Paso Robles, Lodi. Where can I get my wine from? Does it have to be Bordeaux and Burgundies? No, it doesn't have to. Chablis? No. Champagne? Can I drink Cuvée? Brut? Can I do something different? You guys, how about I just drink some water? Can I do that? Or some Coke Zero? From aluminum cans in America. Aluminum. We make all the aluminum. It's going to be huge. Huge. We make aluminum. I don't know. And I don't care. All the things I don't care about. You know why? Because I know what's really happening here. Tax reform and the posturing. Okay? The posturing of negotiating. Trump, he played out his first administration 4 years in. He didn't really get anything done because he had his hands tied. He doesn't have his hands tied right now. He's full throttle. And he's telling you, I've done this before, but we're going to do this a little different. You're going to pay your fair share. Tell me why Canada is one of the lowest paying members of NATO, yet they get the full support and protection of it. No, you got to pay your fair share. That's what it comes down to. So you can put tariffs on anything you think your country produces and consumes and makes. Go for it. You guys are going to have a lot of fun playing with each other. Because that's all it's going to do. Cut the border down, and we got an embargo act on you, and what do? You're trapped by the sea, babe. You're trapped. You're landlocked. Whether it be Alaska or Greenland, you figure it out. But maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm just projecting and saying the things the administration is already saying when they actually put it all into play. China? Hey, China, how you doing, China? Do you see what they just did? I just want to make this very clear to people. What China has done to circumvent any type of tariff that comes to them. Any type of corporate tax, any type of import tax that they must have paid. They use Mexico and Canada as ports for them. I hope the people know this. It's more than just, hey, it's fentanyl. This is what we're doing. Illegal border crossings and fentanyl. No. It's almost like weapons of mass destruction. There's weapons of mass destruction over there. Is there really? We really don't give a shit. We just want the oil and the land. Guess what? It's not about fentanyl and people. It's the fact that these countries have taken advantage of the actual logistics. Oh, you know what? Canada will let us come in. Mexico will let us go in and build and export. That's what they'll do. So you make it an even playing field. You stop. Hey, I know we have the wealth. I know we have all the economy in the world. I get it. We built this shit from scratch. You remember that? Then take ownership of it. Stop protecting other things when you should protect yourself. The non-taxing of people who make over $150,000, I'm sorry. Told my wife today I'm going part-time. Ridiculous. You guys let everything play itself out. I have no problem with not paying taxes. I have no problem with paying taxes. You'll never get a complaint out of me either way. I only know this way because I've lived this way. A lot of people have lived this way for a long time. So that's the life we live, okay? So do your best. Yeah, Sharon, I know you guys let everyone in. What can I do? I want to give a shout out right now to Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban, if you guys did not read the headline, he wrote down the stock that he wants to invest the most in, that he's excited about the most this month, is GameStop. Shocker. Shocker, Mark. Shocker that you know what everyone else knows. That you know what the world knows, what the economy knows, what every Wall Street bro knows. GameStop's about to come in hard, long, strong, down to get the friction on. So, players, tell them, GameStop's about to kick ass and take names in about 2 weeks. About 2 weeks, this whole thing might come crumbling down. And they're going to blame it on some Trump tariffs scheduled right after GameStop does earnings. Did you guys know that? Did we all know do we know what's happening here? Using political headlines to posture for what's really going down in this world? I'm just saying, is Apple down today? Why is Apple down? Why is Apple falling from the sky today? Oh, because the other ones are balancing out on a Thursday, and then we'll go ahead and get the rest of the Mag 7 on down. You know, they're down $1 trillion, right? We're down $1 trillion. Okay. I'm just making sure. Thank you for the advice about being rich, brother. Steve-O Slots, you're welcome. Maybe somebody will watch that episode one day and they'll understand what you mean by that. Some people don't. People really didn't know this shit. Like, what do they think when they flip over a package and it says hecho in China? I don't know what the hell hecho means, but if that means made, I got you, bro. Robert O'Leary says, no blank is coming. Yeah, you know, that's a little choice, colorful convo, but gold is about to hit $3,000 on spot. And I remember in 2021, two things happened in 2021. 2021 to 2022. 2023. No, not 2021. I'm so sorry. 2001. Holy shit. I was 20 years old, 19 years old in 2003, 2002. One of those. And I had gotten an award. I still remember this like it was yesterday. I got an award for being selected as second ID Soldier of the Year, MACOM Soldier of the Year, Major Command, one of the major commands in the U.S. I got Soldier of the Year, won the board, went through, and won the quarterlies, won the whole year, won everything. And the awards they gave me Class A's. So I got a set of Class A's. And I got a $500 bond. And this bond, and they told me if I held on to it for 20 years, it would be worth, I want to say they said $1,000, if I'm not mistaken. Said it would double in price if I held on. I can't remember what it was, but I remember when I got it. And I said, $500? Wow. So yeah, you can go to the bank, and the bank will give you $500 for it. Or you can hang on to it and cash it out at the end. It might have been 10 years, but it was going to double at some point. And I was like, no, this is wild. Here's my pop says, Marantz, let your clones know people are coming up missing on spring break. Yo, whoo, shit. So my pops, that's my pops right there. He's letting you guys know, don't go to Mexicali. Don't go to TJ. Don't go to Cancun. Don't go to Puerto Vallarta. Nope. Don't go to Aruba, a la that Natalie Holloway. Don't go anywhere. Somebody asked me the other day, Marantz, don't you love to travel? No. Hell no. Hate traveling. I hate it the most. Let me tell you about traveling. You can't drink water. You can't eat food. You're worried the whole time that you're going to shit yourself. You're like, what? Can I eat that? What is that? Walk the streets. You're eating that street food? There's no health service. Yo, the health inspector comes by. What's the grade on this restaurant? An F. An F for don't eat it, bros. That's what it is. Holy hell. I swear to you guys. The shit I was eating in Korea on the street, it was called chicken on a stick. It was in this great sauce. It was hot. It was spicy. It was amazing. And at 1 o'clock in the morning after the club lets out, it's the best food you ever had in your life. It's $1. What kind of chicken on a stick is $1? Bro, this shit was mad, like a big shish kebab. Like, you were just like, man, I'm eating this right now. People are finding bodies in Mexico. Oh, Mexico's playing with the tariffs. They're just so friendly. They understand. They sent their whole army to the border. What army? Who'd they send? El Chapo's son? I mean, what are they doing? I don't believe this at all. Anyway, back to what I was saying. We're in a hurry up and wait economy. It's called wait and see. And we're doing that because over these next 3 weeks, we're going to wait and see exactly the impact the tariffs will have on some people, yet they're being priced in even now. People have the deadlines. People know. Trump actually told you, hey, here's the deadline, here's the date, boom. People already, what are they doing? Are they dropping the market? No, but are they buying the market? Do you understand what I'm telling you? I can buy protection against this market. Securities are being sold off at the highest rate ever. It was just announced. Hedge funds are just unloading the book. And they're trying not to create a panic and a stir. They're trying not to do what they call a bank run, a correction, a stock crash. Right? They're trying not to let that happen. But do you see it happening? I can show it to you. Let's go look. So right here on the chart, guys, this is going to be the SPY, SPX, the S&P 500, completely down. This is on the daily chart. Completely down, all the way down below their 200-day moving average. Can't get up off the floor. These guys need resuscitation. They're down 10% over the last 2 weeks. Right here is the big one. This is the one that no one's talking about. About to form a death cross right here on the daily chart. This is your IWM. It tracks the top 2,000 companies in America. And when you look at, or that are in trade in America, I should say, and from 244 all the way below the $200. I mean, it was 217 is the 200-day moving average. 198 right now. It's down over 15%, 20%. This is a problem. This is America. This is your economy. Completely on the ground. And no one's hit the panic button yet. No one has said, come onto the TV, crying in tears, oh my God, the wealthy are about to lose. Because they're not losing. There's losers. You know who the losers are? I'm going to explain to you the losers. The losers are these guys right here. Tesla. Okay? You got guys that tell you, well, Tesla's coming back. This is a 1 hour chart. Tesla, because Trump came on and did some videos and did some interviews, hit 210 at the bottom, and the losers are the guys who bought it back up. They bought it back up all the way up here to 254. From 210, went up $40 a share instantly. People made money. 20% gain. Instantly. Can you imagine what the calls look like on that? But I'm telling you now, you thought 250 was the build back? You thought 210 was the bottom? I'll see you in 2 weeks. I'll see you in 3 weeks. And you're going to find out exactly what I'm talking about. Pumping it in and out of people that are not so bright. People that don't understand the markets. People that don't understand the volatility of the markets. You know, there's this indicator here. This thing where you can buy into and protect yourself. And it's called the VIX. The VIX tells you what the volatility is in the market. Whenever the VIX lays flat, you got nothing going on in this market. It's choppy. Look at this market. Sideways, sideways, sideways. It's just choppy the whole way. But guess what? When the VIX does some shit like this, all the way to 65, and guess what? That was April 4th. I told you the day, and I told you why. This was the carry trade. This was individuals shifting money out of the Mag 7 and over to the S&P. Well, I would tell you small caps, but they were actually going with the Russell 2000. They switched it all over that day. VIX went crazy, and then they came back down and went right back into it. They went right back into the S&P Mag 7 again. So now you're going sideways again, and here is the VIX creeping, no spike. So if the VIX is creeping up, that should tell you exactly what's happening to your market. Your market is creeping down. You guys need to be aware. These spikes like this, you can control. This is Santa Claus rally. This is December 18th, Santa Claus rally. Spiked up, everybody sold off, took their profits that day, and then it went sideways. Now it's going down. Down completely to the ground. I hope people know. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe I hope they don't know. I hope they're all, blind to it all. But you can pick a company. Like, we'll pick Intel. Intel announced the CEO change today. They got a new CEO. They gap up all the way to 23. Oh, my God. $23. When in doubt, What do they tell you to do, guys? When in doubt. When in doubt, zoom out. This is Nextel. This is Intel. I'm so sorry, not Nextel. This is Intel, guys. From last year all the way through. This is a weekly chart. Then you go right here, August. Suspend their dividend. Nothing. They're nowhere near this level of 31, 32. It's going to take a mountain to get there. And for you to have a bounce back day of, hey, we got our CEO, we got a new one, that's not news. I'm sorry, but that's not bullish to me. Bullish is not changing out leadership. Bullish is, hey, I have a new product, I have a new plan, I have a new partnership. That's a bullish move, not I got a new CEO. How do you know he's going to navigate and turn things around? I'm going to show you guys a stock that you guys should know the crime when it's happening. I called this crime happening to you. This is private equity. I said, look at a little company called Abercrombie & Fitch. They had pumped this company in retail. The sectors of retail, I don't care, consumer, discretionary stocks, nothing, it doesn't matter to me. You can tell me any type of retail. Okay, it's all the same to me. You told me that this stock was worth $200 a share, that the market cap was north of $9 billion, that it was a good company, it was doing its thing, and I told you, hell no. Hell no. It was trading at 10x on their actual book value. The whole world was pumping this stock. What happened to it now? It's lost $120 a share. It's down all the way to $75. It's lost everything you can imagine. There's still more room to go. It will go down. Nvidia bounced back a little bit, but still down. Not getting it back. You can't get this. You bounce back. Look, these are the dummies. Oh, we're at the bottom. You want to DCA into things you like? I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it at all because I do the same thing. All right, I go into GameStop and I never let go. But GameStop's none of these companies. GameStop's not at the peak of their actual lifeline. GameStop's at the bottom right now. They're at the bottom, and you still can't come get it out of my hands. This is GameStop today, guys. 21.77, far from the 19 that people were calling in the Discord. But I have a bone to pick with some people, because I talked to Almo last night, like I do every night, and Almo goes, "Hey, Marantz, can you do me a favor? Can you please don't let up on these sons of bitches?" And I was like, "Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna let up on them. I'm gonna keep dragging them through the goddamn mud. I swear to you. And I don't care if, I'm sorry for the language I just used, but I'm gonna drag you through the mud, kids. And I'm gonna tell you what it is. Because I'm not scared of you motherfuckers. I'm not. All the letters you write, all the bullshit you put. Oh yeah, I got a letter from YouTube. Marantz, current violations of your channel because of privacy concerns, copyrighted material, all this shit, and like, you're not gonna get paid on this. I was like, so? You're not gonna pay me? So? You think I care? I don't care one bit. I will expose the truth, and I don't care what it costs me. Because earth-shattering news, YouTube. If it wasn't for this channel, what the hell would you watch? I'm asking you, finance bros. Who would you watch? Tony De Niro? No. Who else? Trey Trades? I'm missing in action trades? Don't worry, we're going to talk on it. Give out so much information. You're going to give me some bullshit about content that I record? That I make? So anyway, there I was. Reading Twitter, where a clown by the name of GameStop. James, stop. I know you're watching right now, punk. I know you. You're one of those. You're a creeper, kid. Matter of fact, you are creepy. We have the tapes. Do you know who I roll with? Do you know what type of cult we are? We are killers, bro. And I mean that in the figurative term, not in like literal terms. Like, we're beasts, bro. Oh, I know what I'm supposed to say. You know who we are? Because you're a New York guy, right, James? You remember the Yankees? You remember Aaron Bleepin' Boone? You remember Aaron Boone? He goes out and goes, my boys are savages. My guys are savage. I got a bunch of damn savages on the squad. They got the tapes, kid. So before you ever lie on my name again, just know where you stand out here in the real world of Twitter. Mister, your Twitter finger. Okay, guys, I'll run it back for you. I'll run it back for you. You're the only streamer I can trust on a daily not to be giving me a bunch of bullshit. I got all the receipts, babe. Don't worry, it's about to get juicy. Oh, hey, and fat, juicy, and wet. Yeah, Bruno Mars was talking about you, James. That's what he was talking about. Fat, juicy, and wet. This dude right here. And it's sweat, bro. It's sweat. Ugh. This boy. GameStop. GameStop. You know, James, just so that we put this clear, he lied on my name last night on a tweet to Jay Kerwin. And I had enough, bros. I was like, oh, no. No, you didn't. Yeah, I busted out with the sassy, like, oh, no, he didn't. This is some bullshit. You know what I'm going to ask for, James? James, before you make your proclamation on Twitter and you talk shit about me, I'm going to do the same thing that another guy just said to me the other day. I'm going to ask you for your receipts. Excuse me, sir. I'm going to need your receipt. No, I need to see your receipt. You know the people at the exit door? That's me. No. You agreed when you signed up for this shit that if you were going to say something out of pocket, you got to have the receipt to prove it. Can I tell the crowd what James said? Can we do this? This is great. Hey, I don't mind. You know when Peruvian Bull texted the other day and wrote, he's like, I don't want to get no Twitter beefs with people, man. I don't have a problem with people. I think it's childish. I was like, a child telling me what's childish? Get the fuck out of here, bro. I can't with you. GameStop. Hey, and Peruvian Bull, why did your best buddy... Oh, don't worry, I posted it. We're going to go through all of it right now. I'm getting there right now. You guys don't even know where I'm at. I'm on another screen. All right, so check this out. First, okay? That's my fake laugh, Trey. Hey, Trey Trades, I have a fake laugh too. Yeah, have you heard your fake laugh? We're going to watch it in a minute, but your fake laugh, don't worry. GameStop's not going anywhere, guys. It's 2184. It's having a great day. It's going to be huge. We're going to love it. GameStop, it's all I buy. Yeah, buy. Yeah, thank you. Make GameStop great again. Thank you. That's what MAGA stands for. Okay, anyway. I got this. We're going to shrink the screen here. So, you know me, guys. I cruise Twitter here and there. I cruise it here and there. I do it every now and then. So check this out. So this guy writes, and I actually like what this guy said. He says, kind of cracks me up that the average GameStop shareholder has sub 1,000 shares. But it's literally buying as much as possible every week. Even if it's 5 to 20. They won't ever stop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. Do you know who came out of the woodworks on this one? Maybe you guys remember him. His name is Roach. Hal Roach. Now listen, I've had the pleasure of interviewing on a podcast with Roach a couple of times in Spaces calls. He's a bitch. Okay, he spelled bitch wrong. Roach, but he spelled bitch wrong. That's okay. Roach talks a lot of shit. Roach was in one camp. He was like, man, Bed Bath & Beyond, best investment. We're trying, we're going. And I walked into the door of the PPC show, and I told everybody they're wrong. Bed Bath & Beyond is going bankrupt. It's a terrible company. The leadership and their connections through Apollo. I said exactly what was happening with private equity influence onto the company. And everybody said I was wrong. Do you know what Roach did? Roach watched my DD. Roach watched Connect the Dots. And then he walked back into the PB show and he goes, all right, guys, I'm out of here. He's like, yeah, Marantz is right. I'm out of here. Thank you, Roach. But look what Roach says. He says this about GameStop investors. You. He's saying this about you. All you guys out there that rock with me for 4 years is what he says about you guys, okay? Many of them have stopped buying GameStop shares. Many of them have stopped and sold. Ryan Cohen has failed on most fronts. Revenue declines are a problem when they drag out for 5 years. Oh, shit. My stomach hurts. Hold on. Revenue's declining. Hold on. I got to make sure, guys, we're talking about the same company here. Okay, so this is GameStop. He said the last 5 years, which is fine. I'm on the annual reports. We got a new one coming out. I'll just keep the trailing 12 right here for you, okay? But here's the last 5 years here, Hal. And let's do this, Mr. Roach. Who calls themselves Roach, by the way? Let's go ahead and look at GameStop's income, because that's what you're talking about. And you know the craziest thing about income? I don't pay attention too much to top line revenue like you do. I guess that's what you're reporting on. What I actually pay attention to is gross profit. Okay, gross profit, and we could do operating income. Those are the things I pay attention to, because I don't give a shit how much of something you sell. Do you make money? That's what I want to know. And you know, GameStop, when you were out here talking on it, speaking on it, used to lose $260 million. Used to lose $380 million. $363 million. $31 million. Wait a minute. We're going the other direction? Who makes a profit right now? Makes a profit of $7 million operationally. No, Marantz, that's nothing. What are you talking about? It's nothing. Okay. I'll let you keep thinking that. I'll let you keep sitting there saying that GameStop is a terrible company and it's a failed company. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't have a clue, man. Because when I scroll down just a tad, just enough. See the $123 million worth of interest? That's part of the company too. And when you scroll through it all and you understand that this company is currently at a net income of $63 million. $63 million on last year's 6.7. They're up 10x. That is 1,000% for all you kids bad at math. But Roach, where are you from? What country do you live in? Now I know why you talk shit about GameStop. GameStop has turned the tide from losing $470 million a year, $380 million a year, to now making $100 million. That's a $500 million swing. That's better business. The best parts about it, like my favorite part about all of this, is going to be this little thing that I call gross margin. Gross margin went from being 24, 22, 23 to now 27%. We've increased it by 300 basis points. It's a better business. We operate on a profit. Never have we operated this far on a profit within the last 5 years. So when you say GameStop's been terrible and Ryan hasn't said anything, he failed us on all fronts, what has he failed on? Failed to enlighten you on how to read a balance sheet? An income statement? A cash flow chart? Well, you got to talk to your parents, Roach. Apparently they failed you. You got to learn how to read, bro. That's all I'm saying. Oh, Roach had more to say. Roach said this: I've seen hundreds of sellouts since the last May. Since what? Hundreds? Roach, who are you? Brian Cohen talking has a lot to do with it. The board needs to go. Oh, my God. Ryan Cohen was president of going all in on Trump prior to the election yet. He's aligned with the best administration in the U.S. and has had in a century. GameStop is debt-free and growing their cash. I love this. Board is doing great, IMO. I've got one better for you, Roach. I've got a better one for you, Roach. Look at Roach right here. Roach, you're blocked. You're blocked, don't worry. But hold on. You're following 36 people, and you have 542 followers. How have you seen thousands of people sell out of GameStop? What? Who are you following, bro? James Rowland. Terrible. I'm just curious. Let's see. Do I have any of these guys blocked? If I don't have you blocked, then how do you even... What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? The official bearer of stocks in crypto. You're a crypto guy? Pepe Le Pew? What is this? No. FX Hedge? Oh, you follow that guy. Okay, cool. Pi-Fi. You and Pi-Fi are buddies? Roach, come on, man. And Blockbuster? Pi-Fi. David Lauer. Matt Feinstone. I get it. I get it all. First guy you ever followed was MB right here. This is the first guy you ever followed? Who's this guy? I don't even pay attention to this guy. You guys are all Twitter pumpers. You know, it's so sad. I didn't see anybody worth the damn for you to follow. You didn't follow anybody, bro. Did you even have, like, Roaring Kitty on there? Hold on. You mean tell me you don't have Roaring Kitty? Who are you? You fake. You are a fake. Okay, that's one guy. He's down. Next. Jay. Thank you, Jay, for everything. Look at Jay right here. Jay did great. Oh, yeah, by the way, yesterday's live stream no longer blocked. I heard it was blocked in all the countries. I got blocked. Whatever, I was blocked. Hammer, what did this guy say over there? Harm Nasty. Is that a name? Harm Nasty? Says, any advice for me? I'm trying to start investing into Robinhood. Yeah, my advice, go to work. Make more money. That's my advice. Certainly right now. Do your best, bro. Let's see what, I got to, right here. Here's the one I like. This is the one I like. Jake Kerwin writes, listen and learn. That's my favorite. This is so good right here, guys. This is Bake Joy. I don't even know who the hell this guy is. Marantz is desperate for attention. Yes, very. Oh, James, did you switch your picture again? Single, married, divorced. Happy again. Has an unquenchable thirst for self-importance. Yes, I do. I just can't get enough. It's sad after watching a grown man act like he's smarter than... Hey, I'm acting like I'm smarter than credentiated... What is that? Credentialed professionals? Hold on. Did I even read that right? He's more retarded... Oh, my God. You can't call me that word. He's more R than Alex Jones. Hey, are you saying I'm not smarter than these professionals, Bake? Is that what you're saying? Who do you think I'm not smarter than? Oh, no, I need this. Here's what I want, okay? My DMs are open, guys. My DMs are open for anyone. I swear to you right now, ladies, calm down. I'm talking about guys that I can debate, okay? Don't get too excited. My DMs are open. Matter of fact, watch this. Discord. I'm going to go sit in the chat channel. I'm going to sit up in this bitch. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to invite anyone who wants to come in. Because apparently you guys are smarter than me. And I need to know who's smarter than me. I mean, we need to do this. I want to learn. So here we go. Click the link. Tell me what you think. Okay, so if you want to talk about GameStop, and maybe you know something I don't, and these credential, whatever they say, credential, they have credentials. I don't know. They're credible. They're credible sources. Hey, dudes, I'm dumb. Have you ever heard me talk? Oh, can we? You know what's going to be great about investing? The best part about investing is that if you all lower your expectations on me, man, then you guys got me all figured out. In the chat right now is my boy. Oh, I got flagged for hate speech. I didn't say the word. All right, God, TikTok, you're the worst, man. Is that okay? Check this out. Okay, I'm dumb. So, owning the float, you're up first. What's on your heart? What's on your mind? What's going on, brother? Is it okay? First off, if this guy don't know how to unmute himself, I'm out of here, bro. Hey, if you click on the link to tell me what you think, make sure you guys. Oh my God, what's up, bro?
Oh my bad. Chubby cheeks, bro. Chubby
Did you
cheeks,
say
man.
chubby cheeks?
So you're uncredentified education.
Hold on. Did
Is
you
that
say
what they're
chubby
disputing?
cheeks? Bro,
Chubby
what
cheeks,
the,
all four of them.
bro, you can't
all four
say that.
cachetes.
Oh my God, the ladies are thinking you're talking about ass cheeks. I'm thinking you're talking like you're a chipmunk. Like, what's up, bro? This guy, chubby cheeks.
You know, man, you could go to Amazon or just go online and just print out a whole bunch of shit and throw it up in the back wall and to be credentialified. That's
hey,
what you could do, man.
Thank you for the advice.
But then again, you know,
I need to learn how to. I need that. Oh man.
I love the energy, man. Hey, real quick, you know your boy's coming back, Mr. Trey Trades,
Oh
the
yeah,
MC Pumper,
yeah. No, he's
right?
great, man. We're gonna
Making
talk
that
about. I got
comeback.
the whole video on him right now. It's locked and loaded.
Right now, I'm actually working on some high pressure stuff. I got about 280 pounds. Pretty simple, just working. Got you in the earpiece on the AirPod, but you know,
yeah, I'm gonna get you through
please,
it, bro.
please do, man. You know, just hold off on all the jokes, man, because you know I can't blow myself up. I got a family to go home to, man.
And then it cut out, and then he said myself. That's all. Yeah, I got you. I'll make sure we're good, bro. I will.
Oh man, hey, everybody stay blessed, man. GameStop won't stop. And millionaires, okay. I'm not gonna try to be like you, but everybody have a blessed day.
Mike,
stay
beast,
dry.
baby.
Right,
you know
easy.
it.
Peace.
That's Mike. We own the float. Clipper Mike back in the day. AMC Mike, matter of fact. You don't like that name. But you know what? Mike's a real one. I can't even hate on it. You know, he was in it for a minute, and now he's rolling with GameStop, knowing what it is and how it's all going to play out. But education puts you there, right, guys? So if you understand business, you understand education, you understand this investment, you understand the people behind it, then it's the right investment. I don't know of a single GameStop investor that's nervous about this economy, honestly. And I say that because I think it's the wait and see mentality. Like everyone who's invested with GameStop is like, you know what? We're just gonna wait and see how it all plays out because the numbers are getting better than ever. Maybe the value's not there. Maybe the valuation's not there, I should say. The value's definitely there. Don't get me wrong. But at $21, I want you to do this math with me, okay? Help me out. GameStop is $21 today, and it has $11 book. That's a discounted share of 11. Cash for cash. Means you're getting your shares at around $10 non-cash. That's crazy. That's crazy for a company that makes a profit, has $5 billion in the bank. You guys saw the picture Ryan Cohen just posted. Well, somebody posted Ryan Cohen with the CEO of Shopify, Canada's third largest company. Shopify has $5 billion cash. So does GameStop. Shopify has a market cap over $100 billion, not GameStop. So you'll see the difference real soon when people start evaluating GameStop correctly. But it's pretty embarrassing for what's happening out there. And I'll talk to anybody, guys. By the way, the Discord is completely open. It's pinned to the top of the chat. Click on it right now on YouTube. Come talk to me on the show, and I'll put you in your place if you want to talk about GameStop in a bad light. Because I'll put you in your place. I'll slap you in the face. Pump an AMC and get slapped in the face. I told you this was not a race, Kid Caribou. What's up, Kid Caribou?
Hey.
Kid, I'm good, babe. What's on? What's on your heart? What's on your mind? Speak on it.
Oh, sorry, I've been away for a while. Turns out I do have a rip in my rotator cuff in 2 places and a couple bad tendons.
Yeah, so my whole life, I call it rotator cuff. Is it cuff? I never knew that. That's how smart I am.
Yeah, they actually get hurt and everything.
Yeah, well, one day you and I, we should play catch.
Oh, I'm just
Yeah, let's just play catch, me and you one day. You know, I'll start throwing some bombs, and we'll see if you can catch them. Because I can't throw like I used to. I used to be able to throw a football 70 yards. No joke. 70 yards, guys. You should see what it looks like in person. You look like, Uncle Rico on Napoleon Dynamite. You see that mountain over there? I could throw the ball clear over that mountain. And I used to, it was halftime of football games, right? Halftime of the Junior All-American football games. My dad's the president. We're the coach. And me and Rico. And Rico would have to run up 10 yards because he couldn't throw it 70, 60, right? Rico could throw 50 yards. And he'd be like, all right, bro, here. And we would be launching this shit. And when I was done, we're going in the second half, I used to just hold my arm and be like, oh, God, it's going to fall off. Oh, I thought my arm was going to fall off. I was throwing so hard. Now, what'd that do for me? Nothing.
Football patterns like you're running football patterns like you're running GameStop.
Wow,
Run
man.
more.
Hey, you're eloquent with words. I ever tell you about that? Exactly. No, I never told you that.
I appreciate
that was the point. All right, anyway, I love you, kid. Hey, kid, I'm having a great, we throw 51 yards now at most. Maybe. Just rolls off the tongue. Yeah, all of it does. Hey, I got something to talk to you about. I want to know what your take is on $3,000 for an ounce of gold. How do you feel about that?
Overvalued.
Overvalued. God's money? Overvalued? Do we just make gold out of nowhere? Yeah, you think Fort Knox is empty? Cool.
Yes.
So what do you think about this government shutdown? Chuck Schumer crying on the mic and saying he's going to shut it down on Saturday, huh? Bro, this might...
Anything to engage Trump for a long time, so it doesn't surprise me. That crap.
Copy. This is my rundown with you. I mean, every time you come, I'm just going to give you like 50 questions. And let's see how you feel about it, because you're an old timer. Let's see how you do it. What do you think about 2 people stuck in space for 9 months? How do you feel about that?
If they put him up there, they should be able to bring him back.
Really? Really? Oh, my God. It's space. Come on, kid. What are we going to do? How are we going to go get him?
That's right.
It was
they
a
got him
2-week
up there.
mission in space. You knew that, right? 2 weeks. They were supposed to go up for 2 weeks.
It was supposed to be 2 weeks, and they had all kinds of problems. Now they're up.
So can you tell me how they had costumes for Christmas, though? They were wearing costumes for Christmas. They were wearing Christmas hats. Did they pack the Christmas hats?
I have no idea. I haven't been paying that much attention.
That's my point. That's how good I am at this shit, kid. Yeah, I should be a damn investigator again. I should do this again. God, what do you think the bottom is? I got like 5K. Abraham. Oh, man. Well, Ibrahim comes out and asks, what's the bottom? Because he has 5K. He wants to go in. And here's my thing. I'm just thinking from the general perspective, right? Thank you.
Do it now.
$21 and $22. What's the difference? Somebody just tell me. Somebody tell me. This guy. Yeah, but no. You got 5,000 and then you buy, let's just say you buy them at $20. What are you getting? 1,000 shares? I don't even know. What is that? 100 shares is what? $2,000? And so you're buying 250 shares? Is that what you get? 250 shares at $20. If I bought them at $25, what am I getting? I'm getting 250 shares. I'll probably get 200 shares. The difference is a 50 share difference. Not a big deal. Not a big deal considering. That's if that both spectrums, $20 and $25. What if you're somewhere in the middle? 25 shares difference? I mean, what are we talking about? Apples and oranges, kids. Maybe some strawberries. Buy them. Who cares? They're basically free at this price. Exactly. Anyway, back to what I was doing. I got to go over these this tweets that we're talking about. We got some Twitter drama going on. Do you know about Twitter? When people say they don't want drama, they're liars, bro.
Okay.
All these people read TMZ. All these people watch the Kardashians. And then here I am. I walk out, and I'm a walking Kardashian. And I got a lot of change going on inside of me. They call me Bruce. Here it is. He stole, this is my favorite shit ever, bro. My favorite tweets I've ever heard in my life. Are you ready to hear them, kid? Kid, listen to me. These tweets say it like this. Here's what it says. It says, Marantz desperate for attention. Marantz is not that smart. All that stuff, right? It says, anything to say, Jay? I hate to see you sucking off a pee like Marantz. Yeah. You know what Jay said to him? Jay said, thank you. Jay said, thank you for your concern. But I've learned a lot from this man. But here we go. It says it like this. It says, he stole my due diligence. This is what James said. This is James Stop of GameStop. Okay? He's changed his name like 4 times. James says that Marantz, me, I don't mean to speak in third person, that I stole his due diligence. Then said I pumped AMC and GME in 2021. Then he deleted all the videos. He was with the... who cares?
how old is
He
this
was
guy?
with PP on his show, too. He's a plant. Be careful, Jay. That's what they said about me. The question on TikTok is, GameStop at $100 possible? What? What? Is it possible? Are you know what? No. How about that, Eves? Eves, don't talk to me again, Eves. I'm telling you now, don't talk to me. You're going to ask me some nonsense like that? Is it possible for it to be worth $100? No. For you, no. Because you'll never make it there. It'll get to 50 and you'll be like, oh my God, look at this. Anyway, I got to read this. It says, odds are Jay didn't watch it, as it was taken down for copyright issues within the hour. Also, keep Mr. Jones' name out your mouth. Who? He's been wrong more times than you tried to be right. He's been right more times than you've been wrong. I don't even know who the hell they're talking about. James, are you talking about James? Who the hell are these guys? Who are these guys? What are these guys talking about? These guys lying to each other? They're not even, I don't even know these guys. I'll just put it that way. But, okay, guys, I just want to make it clear to everybody. The story is, I stole DD from GameStop. Oh, that's hilarious. Hey, guys, for anyone who's watched the show for years and years and years, you guys are going to know who James is. I've had him on Twitter Spaces calls before. He's absolutely god-awful. He's terrible. And we also have videos. Hey, James, we have you, James. James, I want to play it. Can I play it for you, James? I got to find out where it's at. Hold on, we got to go find it real quick. We're here. Don't worry about me. Maybe it's in here. Is it in here? No, it's going to be in here. It's going to be the old school channel. So this is James right now. I know we got the tapes. We got them somewhere. Oh, yeah, here we go, James. You ready, James? Here we go.
I got a nice actor out here. Gets me around really well. So why would I go buy, invest in Mullen? Anyway,
You
listen,
invested
Gobi.
in Mullen. You've told me that before.
You and I just don't see eye to eye, and that's all. But I always will wish you a happy New Year. At the same time,
So the sad thing is you're losing out on the opportunity cost of other investments because you keep buying this one that underperforms.
I am a long-term investor. I'm a long-term investor, young man.
I know that's what you tell yourself, Larry. It makes you feel better.
Okay.
This thing trades at 59 cents.
Hey, Goldie, if you look at the
split.
financials for AMC and you look at future box office projections.
Yes. I'm here.
Yeah, no, you're doing good. I was playing a video. I'm letting people hear GameStop in his burner account called Larry.
Some shares. The damn thing ran up to $72, and I'm calling my son saying, "What the fuck? What the fuck? Mark, it's starting to go down." I'm yelling at him, trying to text him, "It's going down. What do I do?" And he, and I sold it. I just still sold it all. And he called me back, says, "Dad, what are you doing?" I says, "I don't know. I never seen a stock move like this before." I jumped, I started selling it. He goes, "Oh, why'd you do that?" So I bought it all back, and I've hanged on since, and I bought more because I see the what was happening through the pandemic. I've seen many times of companies being decimated, people's pensions being decimated, sold overseas in my 60 years, and that really fucking irks me, especially with hedge funds that manipulate the markets and do this to companies, especially American companies. And when I looked into more of where AMC come from, how I used to be able to go into movie theaters, just not even AMC, but just to go into a movie theater through the back door, before all these, security cameras and all that kinds of stuff.
Sorry, I was muted. My bad. I was saying James claims that I stole his DD. And James, I want to tell you something, bro. There's nothing that you do that I could ever steal from you. Like, there's nothing you say that would ever be like, you know what? He made a good point. I'm going to tell you like I tell everybody, James. And before we talk to Trey in a minute, I want to tell you this, James, okay? You, Tony De Niro, I don't even know who else. Data Zero, I don't care who. Noisy Corax. You want to be YouTubers. You want to be content creators. See, the word is called content creation. That's the phrase. That's the title. Whatever. You don't create shit. You wait for me to do it. Let my channel go dark for a month. What would these guys talk about? What would the meltdown talk about? Who would make videos about what? I can only imagine. They'll see the next guy come out and go, I'm going to keep this going. I'm going to make new videos. Okay, well, good. Make them. Make them. Talk about business. Talk about retail. Talk about investing. Talk about connect the dots. Talk about private equity. Let me know how it goes. Bros, want to know how hard it is? Ask anyone who started a channel and quit it. I'm going to tell you how hard it is. You have to wake up every day and your brain has to be thinking for the next thing. You can't. What are we going to do? I'm going to hit record and we're going to talk about what? Certainly when the stock goes sideways. You're going to be sounding like a Neanderthal out here. Are we good now? Low bit. Yeah, whatever. Shout out to Review Dork, Deaf, Dumb, and Blind, leading the dumb, Matthew Kors. So we're going to talk about Trey right now. And I have a big problem with this Trey video that he made. But I want you guys to watch it for a lot of different reasons. This is Trey Trades. Full background on Trey Trades. Went to college. Got a degree. He started out in the military as a lieutenant, which is what you would do. A second lieutenant, a butter bar as we call him. He never got past it. He chaptered himself out of the military. He found a way out of the military because of a medical condition. Doesn't look like that medical condition is a problem today. He's a full-blown drug addict with steroids. He said it, not me. Saying that he's just started packing on steroids. Obviously, he's gotten a lot bigger than he used to be. He used to be 150 pounds soaking wet. Now Trey is out here being the muscle man that he wants to be. This is his final form. He's an evolved Pokemon. This is the grifter, Trey Trades. Maybe you guys missed him in his younger light when he was this guy, this skinny kid.
Good morning, Vietnam. Hoya! What's up, YouTube? How we doing? It is your boy, Trey Trades. We're back again for another live stream. This is episode number 55 of the Traders Podcast, the 55th live stream that we have done here today. Hope that you guys are all chilling, cooking with Crisco. It is good to be here with all.
Remember when I first heard this kid, I said, oh my God, he's robbing people. So to give an example of the robbery, it's still happening. Trey has over 230,000 followers on Twitter. He has over 300,000, almost 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. Trey has a big reach. So big that Adam Aaron, the CEO of AMC Movie Theaters, reached out to Trey and agreed to go onto his YouTube channel and manipulate shareholders. Trey tweeted to 114,000 views already. I have $3,000 in emergency cash. $1K is going into Unity this week. So really $2K. My portfolio has $450 in it, and it started with $200 3 weeks ago. Then as he lost all this money that he put in, he then made video after video saying he's never going to give up. He's going to keep trying to do options and day trading. Guys, this is gambling. He doesn't know that it's gambling. He has a blackjack problem. He is actually fostered by this son of a bitch named Cullen, who has a YouTube channel. Cullen is actually sent him down the wrong path. You can dig out of it, just keep trading, keep posting. They're in a Discord together. What do you think they do in the Discord together? They manage their income, their losses. When I told, and I'll show you this guy's YouTube channel. This is Colin. He just made a video 20 hours ago. The Tesla micro and the macro outlook. Win Lambo on GameStop 9 months ago. Yeah, we know. Tesla, Palantir, Hood, Gerd, Nvidia, GameStop 2 weeks ago. But did you die? These guys are using people for their outcomes. I can prove it. I can prove it. You know, one thing about Trey.
Not on their channels.
No, you're good, man. Don't worry about it. It gets better. So Trey Trades, before I even start this shit, he's going to talk right now. And I'm going to tell you guys something about Trey. Okay? When I first started YouTube, Trey Trades was the biggest YouTuber, him and Matthew Kors. And Trey is the one that I felt was manipulated the most because he thought it would be a good idea to take the Wolf of Wall Street and put him on his channel. After that interview, he then took Adam Aaron and put him on his channel twice. There it is, blocked and banned on TikTok. Love it. Love it. What did it say? It says, I'm going to be blocked and banned for a day for harassment and bullying. What is it? Who reports that? I'd love to see it. Anyway, man, you know, when you have a real strong delivery, the kids don't know how to deal with it. That's the problem. I don't care. So, I'm just going to keep doing what I do. Oh, okay, cool. My wife was reaching out. Wife is not feeling good. Hopefully she gets better. All right, so I can shut down my phone now that I don't have to talk to anybody over there on TikTok. Can we shut it? There we go. Yeah, that's me, Chris. I'm a bully for the truth. All right, so let me just run it back for you guys about Trey, if you guys don't know what it really is. You know, being a lieutenant in the military, especially if you're like a butter bar, right? You're in a platoon setting. You should be the first one to formation. You should lead the soldiers, and you should lead by example. Trey never went to formation. He was always on a profile and always live streaming, because the market's open when he's supposed to be in formation. And I said, wow, he makes a lot of money on YouTube via super chats and videos, and he is going to try to chapter himself out. And he got 100% disability. He's talked about this from the military. So he's collecting a check there. But he was making $3,000 to $4,000 a month while a lieutenant. That's the base pay for lieutenants. I'm not even factoring in separate rations. I'm not factoring in basic housing allowance. I'm not factoring in clothing, everything else they pay for. Just factoring in base pay alone is around $3,900 for a second lieutenant. 01. So if you're making that kind of money, you don't necessarily need the internet and everything else around you. Certainly for a single guy with zero bills. But he hit a hot spot. And he's going to explain it to you how he made over $1 million. And he didn't pay off his car. He didn't pay off the house. How'd you get a house, Trey? Last I checked, him and his mother lived in like in a trailer together. He gave his mom his RAV4. Yeah, if you guys don't know, he put his mom on the channel too back in the day. My biggest red flag for Trey and everything that he did to manipulate people is that his sob story that he puts here is how I lost my money. Trey, your story's not unique. It's not any different. You know, you guys can learn a lot in life by watching other people fail. You don't have to fail yourself. I sit here in front of you. I have failed plenty. I have done the video that he's doing right now. To a point. This man manipulated people and outcomes. And all he did was what? Sleep with a couple of groupies, have a couple of failed partnerships and sponsorships, and now he's got nothing? It's a hard story to sell. You know, if you're going to start a platform and you start a brand and you think, well, people are going to watch, ask Jackson Hunter. Ask him. He had 44,000 subs. He can't get 100 views on his videos. And he did it all for 44,000, Trey. He made 44,000 on his YouTube channel. You were making bets that you couldn't even afford to win. Because if you win, you're going to bet more. You have a gambling problem. And your best thing is not to post, I've got $2,000 free, I'm going to buy Unity, and Unity goes from 31 to 20, all while you're posting. You lost every dollar again. You had no dollars in the first place. When is work going to be enough for you? But let's do it, Trey. Let's watch the video you want people to watch, and that people are supporting you, saying, "Oh my God, Trey, what you're such a good guy." Oh.
A lot of people have been asking me lately how I lost my money, and I've debated whether or not to make a video talking about it. But I feel like this would be helpful to other people out there, so I figured why not just go over everything, because there's definitely lessons to be learned in it all, and maybe you can learn something from them too. You know, back when I started my YouTube channel in December of 2020, I didn't have a lot of money to my name, and previously I had a bit of a gambling problem. I was playing with not very much money at the time, but I certainly still had a gambling problem, and I accrued a decent chunk of debt from that, alongside some medical issues. My eyes were giving me problems. Thankfully, they're not giving me many problems now, but I accumulated a good chunk of debt, and I started up YouTube and quickly found success. I was just very lucky. I was in the right place at the right time. I went from 0 to over 100,000 subscribers in like a month and a half, which is really just like hitting the lottery. That's not, it's not a normal thing, and I recognize that. I just kind of got lucky. I know I worked hard, but a lot of people work hard and don't get that kind of result, and that's just a matter of being in the right place at the right time. So nonetheless, I blew up, and alongside that obviously came some money, and the way that I handled my finances just was not very intelligent at all. The majority of my net worth was in AMC stock, and I was playing call options week to week to week and losing on most of them after June of 2021, but I kept playing them nonetheless. But the amount of money that I'd made,
the majority of your net worth was in AMC stock. That's not true. Buying call contracts month to month, week to week from a YouTube check tells you the majority of your wealth is in cash. You choose to buy something with the cash. That's the difference. If you were parking it somewhere and investing it, that'd be different. But call contracts, expired call contracts, you're a gambler. Like, you still can't figure it out yet. This guy needs intervention. This guy needs help. And a lot.
In that short period of time from December of 2020 to June of 2021 was well over $1 million from my YouTube channel and from options. Together, I had made about $1.5 million in like 6 months, which is just not normal. I remember in June of 2021, my YouTube channel gave me $180,000 in revenue. I mean, that's just crazy. To go from a guy who's, you know, I think my best month ever before that, working as a server at Buffalo Wild Wings, It was maybe like $3,500 or $4,000, something like that. To go from that to $180,000 a month, that's a really big leap. And I did not have good personal finance skills before that. And as much as I wanted to, I knew the things that I needed to do, I couldn't get myself to do them. I don't think of myself as a stupid person. Like I think of myself as having at least an average IQ. Like I put 2 and 2 together and make it equal 4 and say, I should pay my taxes. I should allocate a certain amount of money to paying off my house. I should allocate a certain amount of money to my savings. I should allocate a certain amount of money to the market. I should allocate a certain amount of money to fund, blah, 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 down the line. I just didn't. I over-leveraged myself wildly in my vices. And after June, I slowly watched my money that I invested into the stock melt. And that psychologically did something to me. It changed the way that I sort of thought and acted and moved. And I couldn't recover from it while I was doing YouTube. Instead, I fell back into some bad vices and habits that I developed from before I did YouTube, which was gambling, amongst other things. I spent a good amount of money drinking and nicotine. I think I was smoking those Fuses at the time, and I'll go through a 4-pack.
He can tell me that all he did was smoke and drink, and I'm going to call him a liar because I can see it on him. I can see the way his mouth moves. I can see the way his mannerisms are. This is a guy who's deteriorated right in front of you. And you can mask it with all the lifting in the world? No. It's not just vaping and drinking.
He looks stoned.
Yeah, he's got real issues. He's got real issues. I won't even go that far because I don't want to judge him that way. But I want to tell it to you like this. The truth is, if you're going to come out and make one of these heartfelt videos, then tell the fucking truth. And this is not the truth. This is half the truth. When you say, I got into some vices, I did some things that I used to do before I got here. Well, okay. Let it all out. Like, you're speaking very vague right now. And you always have been vague with your whole situation. This guy's not transparent. Nothing but hidden skeletons in a life that he doesn't want people to know. If you're going to tell me you made $1.5 million from this period in time, when you're a 6-month period, think about this for a second, guys. He made $1.5 million on options, as he said it. If you guys knew what was said in June, when he posted, months later, we're talking maybe a year later, he said, yeah, in June I made $1 million. You only made $180,000 on YouTube. Where'd you get the $1.5 million? Where did you get the other $1.3 million? I would love to know. Because claiming later on that you made $40,000 a month on YouTube, that doesn't equate to you borrowing $500,000 from family and friends. Where does your family and friends have $500,000 to loan to a drug addict? And then you're going to tell me you haven't paid off anything? You're paying $900 on a Honda Civic a month? Like, this is the most wildest story I've ever heard in my life. But you can't tell me you can make a living today without somebody had to pay you something. You didn't win every month.
The views pods in like 2 days, which is obviously super unhealthy. It's not good. I don't vape anymore for anybody
drugs
curious,
to get out of a gambling debt.
I smoked weed after I got out of the Army.
Hey, Marantz.
I traveled a lot, but the majority of the money that I lost.
Hey, B.
Go ahead. You guys can infiltrate the chat. What's up?
Hey, I just want to say, this is a very interesting case because unlike other lottery winners that happen by chance, Trey and everybody there and the TA movement, what the shut up, they knew ahead of time that the value was going up. They have almost a year to prepare, and they still messed it up. And this is what I told, I think I told you this like a year ago. I'm like, as the value goes up, you need to change your mindset. The 7-year lottery curse. And unlike lottery winners, people here see the value going up. Like you saw your Costco stock going up over time. But even then, these people and their vices and the internal struggles, mentally or whatever, you can't fix that. And that's why I tell people get ready and get prepared and live the lifestyle. Because you look at Trey, it's a good mirror that this guy, unlike lottery winners, he knew and he still fumbled the ball. He still fumbled the ball.
Yeah, here's my thing with this whole idea about Trey and coming into wealth. You guys, and I don't mean you, I'm saying the public, paints YouTubers or finance bros out to be intelligent people. Now, these guys are intelligent. They can read markets. They can read balance sheets. Or in this case, TA, and they can make announcements of what's coming. And no, these guys are not educated. These guys are gamblers. They're looking for momentum swings, and they make bets on them, and or they try to rally the troops behind them. That's all they do. They have a bad day. They don't know how to recover. They don't know how to recover from a bad day. You know, guys, if you gave me $1 million tomorrow, cash, money, in my hand, I'm the same guy I was before I got it. Same guy.
I agree. It's just these people, they don't know how to control sudden wealth. Sudden wealth just changes. It just, how can I say, it microscopes who they are on the inside. And it's strange because this guy, Trey, he's been in the military. I know formations. I know 10 minutes prior, all this other stuff. I know he had to be in discipline. He had to stand, well, I guess the cadet area. So he has levels, layers, and it shows where he is today. And you're right. There's a bunch of things, and he even said himself, like after he deleted everything, someone asked him a question, hey, oh yeah, I got paid to talk about this. I'm sorry, I didn't say it beforehand. What else is he hiding? You're right. He's not being transparent. And the gambling aspect, it doesn't make you a better man if you don't know how to control your sudden wealth. And you're right. This is a good example of people learning through other people's mistakes. And I'm 100% with you on that, Marantz.
I let Trey know I'm live, and I let him know he can come into the chat anytime, come talk to me. Which, he'll probably never. I mean, he would do it on his own platform, right? Like, why would you come to mine and try to cash out on it? But these guys don't understand. Like, if I ever talk to Trey again, and I've talked to Trey, and if I ever talk to Trey, I'm going to tell him, like, explain yourself. Why are you still making trades? Why are you still day trading? Why are you still in this atmosphere? It's so deteriorating for you in your life. It's ruined you. Why do you feel the need to keep doing it? This is the problem. And you could never explain it. You could never explain it away to me. It's like these guys who say they have a drinking problem, but yet they keep going back to the bar every day. That's their solution. They don't have money yet to go gamble every day, at the casino. I'm telling you guys right now, they're not built the way I was built. Like, people don't know this. I didn't have a gambling problem like you think. Like, I gambled. I played poker. Everybody knows my story. I played poker a lot to where I studied it. I became enthralled with it because it's what I do. I'm very obsessive about things when I get to them. And I had excess money, just like Trey did. I had excess money at the same age, at the same time frame. But mine was right before the crash, and it was 07, 08, 09. And I didn't know at that age how to handle it. Yes, I agree. And I took a run, and I lost. I lost a lot of good cash that I could have had, and I could have bought houses, and I could have did all the right things. But I want to tell you the challenge I put on myself. I met my wife, and my wife challenged me. She said, I'm going to date you, I'm going to be with you, but you can never gamble again. Listen to me, guys. You can never gamble again. And I looked at her, and it wasn't even an option or a possibility. I said, absolutely. That's too easy. It would be like you tell me I can't do this ever again. I'd be like, oh, okay, no problem. I can give it up. But where do my wife and I go every week? We go to the casino.
Dinner.
Every week. We walk right past the machines. We don't touch a single machine. I walk right past the card tables. I don't touch a single card table. I have a timeshare in Vegas. I don't gamble. We dance. We enjoy each other. We walk right past it and we go to the lounge. We go to the bar. We go to the club. We do something to keep us active. I do this to keep me active. Not that I need to, not that I can't survive without it. It's not that. You have to find new things to do. Find new hobbies. Surround yourself with new people. When you surround yourself with the same people, Trey has no idea. He's talking about having a problem with gambling and not understanding that the one thing that's allowing him to gamble is this. And in the same turn, he's still hanging around in a Discord with day traders. Cut them all out. Cut them all out. Don't hang out with them. Find new friends. Find a girl. Find a partner. I don't care if it's a girl or a guy. I don't know what you're into, Trey. Just find a partner. And find someone that's going to challenge you to be a better person. Trey Trades. You're a lieutenant in the United States military. Do you think that you should be a server at a Buffalo Wild Wings? What should you be doing in life? Shouldn't you have some impact? Shouldn't you be the impact? Holding court? Telling people your story? The pros and cons of being a better person? Wouldn't you do better doing that than wiping tables and bussing? I've done it. I worked at Islands. Right? I worked at Hollywood Video. I worked at Bob's Twin Kitchen. Quiznos. I've had plenty of odd-end jobs. But at some point in my life, I said, you know what? I need to get somewhere that I can make an impact for my people and myself and my family. You probably don't have kids yet, Trey. Probably don't have a wife yet. So, yes, you have those luxuries. But before you tie yourself down, understand your shortcomings. Look in the mirror and admit them to yourself. It's a tough balance. I know, man. But you want to talk about winning? We're 2 weeks away from winning. I'm sorry, guys. I'm putting the dates out there. I'm putting time, not expectations on myself. I just feel this whole world knows what's coming. They know GameStop's coming. And they're posturing and positioning. And you could never get me to sell my shares at these prices. So what's going to happen? Trey had the opportunity for the last 4 years to actually talk about investing into companies that have quality leadership, a business plan, a model, a scale. He could have picked GameStop, but he picked AMC to manipulate you. He's not the savior, and he's definitely not a victim. You don't get to come out here and do the whole victim shit. Not with me. I'm just watching you because it's like watching a serial killer admit what he did. It's called karma.
Was from gambling and from trading on tilt and from over leveraging in the markets, unfortunately. I'm happy to say that a chunk of the money that I made went to good things. Like I certainly gave to some of my followers at the time who were in need when they would reach out, and I donated to some organizations that I believed in. And there were some family members that reached out to me that were down, and I helped them out. And all said and done, I think maybe $100,000 of the money that I made went to good things that I can look back and say, I'm glad I spent that money on that. But the majority of the money I made, I can't look back and say, I'm glad I spent that money on that, because it just led me to where I am now. So from June of 2021 on until I stepped away from YouTube in September, I think it was like the 26th of September in 2022, I continued to trade on tilt and gamble. I played a lot of blackjack, and I over leveraged myself in the market. If I was making $40,000 in a month on YouTube, I literally paid my bills, and the remainder of that, outside of maybe $1,000, I put into the market, which is.
So this is the part that doesn't make sense to me, Trey, where I know you're lying. You're hard up for money, right? You got to pay people off. Your YouTube channel makes you $40,000 a month. What are you lying about? Why are you not doing YouTube? You literally could just go up there and say, what? Buy this stock? Or did someone tell you to take down all the videos and don't live stream anymore? Don't post about AMC. Don't do this. Don't tell me. Explain it to me, Trey. You're in a bind. You owe people money for decades and decades and decades. And all you have to do is just hit go live and it's cured? But you won't? Something doesn't add up. Your explanation doesn't add up.
Just not responsible whatsoever. It is a terrible way to manage your finances. And I obviously didn't save anything for taxes either, and that got me into a pretty bad spot. It's crazy to say that you're living paycheck to paycheck when you're making that much money, but I was at the time. As stupid as it is to say, I was living paycheck to paycheck. Most of the money that I made was immediately going into the stock market to play options on and ultimately lose. You know, I was winning trades. Don't get me wrong. It's not like you're always losing every single one, but I was.
But that's not being a good loser. You're a great loser. You're a great loser. Loser. You're not living paycheck to paycheck. What expense do you have? I don't think you understand what paycheck to paycheck means. Paycheck to paycheck means that you have expenses that you must pay for. The must-haves, the necessities, the requirements, the minimums. The excess is not paycheck to paycheck.
You know, I was taking trades very emotionally, and that's not how you're going to consistently produce results in the market. And that's just the truth. It is what it is. I wish I had a cooler story, but I just lost all my money being a degenerate.
Is that your laugh?
Really it.
Drugs eating this kid apart.
Degenerate. I'd say 90%
that's how
of the money I lost was from gambling and taking bad trades.
Big into gambling debt?
But it is what it is. I'm not the first person to do it, and I won't be the last person to do it. And to exacerbate the issue, I didn't pay off my house. I've still got $160,000 remaining on the mortgage, so I make monthly payments on that. I didn't pay off my vehicles. I forwent my Tesla. I gave that to the bank, so that's like obviously not an issue. But I've got a Honda Civic that I drive now, and I make a monthly payment on that of like $900 and some change. It's a 3-year loan with a fucking retarded interest rate. It's like a 15 or 16% interest rate because my credit sucks. It's for reasons you can imagine.
I don't understand the $1,000 a month. You're paying $900 a month for 3 years. That's $36,000 for a Honda Civic. I don't care what percentage you claim you. No, that doesn't add up. A Honda Civic at most, like 22, 23 at most. I'm not tripping. What are you lying about, dude? Something doesn't add up.
I paid a couple $1,000 to the North Carolina Department of Revenue, and the IRS garnishes wages, and yeah, it sucks. It is what it is. But there's definitely lessons to be learned and all that. And one of the things that I preach very regularly.
$1,000 in addition to your cars, that's $3,000. What do you do again?
When I was still making YouTube videos, was the majority of lottery winners end up losing all the money that they had made. I think the statistic is like 70% of people who win the lottery end up going broke. And it sucks to say that I'm a part of that statistic, but I really am. I hit the lottery when my YouTube channel blew up, and when I made that crazy options trade on AMC where I made $1 million, and I didn't know how to manage that money properly. And I shouldn't even say that. I did know how to manage my money properly, but I didn't have the discipline to do it.
Like I said last night, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. You don't have the discipline. You still don't.
Choose to do the right thing despite how I'm feeling. I acted on my emotions rather than on logic and the thing that I knew was right to do. And it is what it is. It was a tough lesson. When I lost everything, when I stepped away in September of 2022, I told half of the entire truth. half of the reason I left was because I didn't like the way that things were looking. I thought that the company was looking rough, and anytime I would try to point out things that I thought that were counterintuitive to the thoughts of the general public, I would get shit on, and that sucked. And I very desperately craved the approval of my audience. I'm a people pleaser at heart, even still today. Obviously, I manage myself in a much different way, but I'm a people pleaser at heart, and people's opinions of me cut deep, and that was something I had to separate myself from. But the other half of it was that I just had to get out of my own way. I was digging myself a deeper and deeper and deeper hole every single month. I mean, I ended up borrowing like $400,000 from friends and family over the course of things, and I was making 40 grand a month. How do you do that? I paid back about 50 grand of that 400K, but I'm making monthly payments on that now, still today, and I will for a very, very, very long time. I've got like a 10-year payment plan with one person, and like a 5-year payment plan with another person, and like a 6-year payment plan with another.
Yeah, I get the gist. I mean, how much do you owe Matthew Kors? Like, who let you borrow money? Who gave you money? Private equity? Friends and family. I'd love to know who it was. I need some money, Trey. Can I borrow some from some people? Apparently, people handing out money on 10-year loans, 5-year loans. I don't believe a single word this guy says. Not one word.
Things, I don't make bad money today. If I was to add up all my income, I make, $95,000 to $105,000.
You're telling me you make $8,000 to $9,000 a month? Okay, I'm not understanding. So you're saying you make $8,000 a month? Two to internal tax revenue, people. I don't know. 1 to your car that you can't afford, and 5 to what? You got kids? You got a wife? Well, I don't understand. What are you making a video for? You're making $100,000 a month. You're still living paycheck to paycheck? You're still bitching? How did you lose? You still have money, apparently.
But it's all about expenses versus income, and I have mandatory expenses that are non-negotiables for me, and that includes the personal debts that I'm paying alongside the IRS, alongside my mortgage, alongside my house, alongside my utilities and electricity, and my insurance and food, and you get the idea.
I don't.
So the lesson to be learned in all of this is there is a skill that you need to know or have to make money, but there's also a skill that you need to know and have to keep money. And both of those things require discipline. I had the discipline to make money. I did not have the discipline to keep money. And that was a hard lesson to learn. It was an expensive one. It cost me a lot of money. It cost me everything that I made back during YouTube. And then the debts that I ended up borrowing from other people, loans that I borrowed from other people. And I will pay for that for a long time, for years. And it'd probably be easy to come back to YouTube and generate income that way, but that feels like the wrong way to do things. I dug myself into the hole that I am right now.
That's the wrong way to do things. The whole gambling and day trading that you're still doing, that you're still promoting on Twitter, but yet YouTube, you could just do a how-to. You could just do a testimony channel and get some views and get paid for it, whatever you want to freaking do. That sounds like the wrong thing to do. You know why, Trey? There's a lot of guilt built in. There's a lot of guilt. You're guilty as charged. I mean, you manipulated people, and I would hate to be around the people that I conned. Could you imagine going up to your friends and family and going, hey, I got this great idea. How about you guys just give me some money? We're going to do this thing. And then it doesn't work out. Nobody makes money at all. And then, everybody looks at you like you're crazy. Like, you just stole our money. I guess, how could you go to YouTube?
Because of my own personal choices and my own bad decisions and my own lack of discipline and my own emotionality and my own, I did it all, on my own. And I feel as though to take that channel, which was built on good people who also lost money, while I preached about something that I believed in, and I was very drastically wrong in the last couple of years, the last year and a half I talked about it, last year and a quarter, would just be...
You were wrong from day one.
Doesn't feel right, and that's important to me. it's important that I feel like I'm doing things the right way, and that feels like an immoral way, quick fix way to make my money back, and I just don't want to do that. So I know this is kind of long, but hopefully that explains pretty well in detail how everything happened, and hopefully you pull some value from that.
Yup. You know the value I took from that, Trey? You're never going to believe what I took from that. Straight up, piece of shit. You're telling people it's okay. It's okay to make $1 million and lose it because look what happened to me. Everybody's okay. Hey, they can't fault you that bad, Trey, that you manipulated and took them down the road because they're just like you and you're just like them. We're all in the same pit. We're all at bottom. Okay, Adam Aaron. I own a lot of shares. If they go to zero, then I lose money too. No. You should have never been there. No, there was this little YouTube channel way back in the day. Used to say, hey, guys, AMC's the worst investment of your lifetime. And I didn't even understand why. I was just saying it because I didn't like Adam Aaron and the way he delivered. I knew who he was just by watching him. I said, oh no, look at his body language. He's a smug piece of shit. And dudes like this enabled him to get to the people. And they were all just walking around zombies. Nobody talking about to the moon. Eat this. Eat the crow. Choke on that. Look at ape. They called it ape. Hey, Trey, were you going to say something? Trey, you could have been the difference maker for millions of people. You, Trey. You could have went out there and said, you know what, guys? This is bullshit. They called it ape. Additional preferred equity units. They're trying to manipulate you. Adam Aaron, I've talked to him, and he's a real fucking smug kind of guy. No way. Trey, look at me, Trey. I interview all the same people. Do you know what these people do? They manipulate people. Yeah, Martin Scarelli. Yes, Bill Pulte. It doesn't matter who I talk to. I'm going to tell them, you're a piece of shit. Nah, get out of here. You ever done that? You ever just told somebody that's supposed to be respected or somebody who thinks like they're on a plateau? You ever just talk to them any way you want to? Well, I mean, Zelensky tried to do it to Trump, and that didn't work out. President Trump put him in his place. But I do it all the time. I go to my son's school, and my son goes, Dad, why do you talk to teachers like that? I go, because they work for me, son. That's why. I'm not bowing down to no teacher. No yard duty supervisor. Get out of here with your whistle. And no. But you didn't have it in you, Trey. You're too young. You're too dumb. You don't get it. But negligence and inexperience and education, those three things, they don't give you a pass in my book. Because your situation's not unique. We all saw it. So that was Trey. Lalou Zahar. Trey, you got to have the cards, babe. You got to have the cards. That's right. You see? And your boy here, you know, Trey, I got the cards, Trey. I got the cards, Trey. It don't matter what, I got them all. I got this patch. I got Malik Washington on red, rookie card. I mean, we could go on. I mean, I got these cards over here, these Pokemon 151s. I got them all. Come on, Trey. Where you got the cards? You got to have the cards. You got Ninetales? You got Ninetales? Let me tell you something, Trey. You got to have them. I'm even hanging on. I even got, Carter's Corner Pocket. I got his cards here. Rookie card. Jaden Daniels. It gets better. This card was like $150 the other day on GameStop. Jaden Daniels. How many rookie cards of Jaden Daniels are you going to give him, Marantz? All of them? Don't worry, Carter. I still have them, bro. I'm trying to get them to you. I've just been busy. Okay? Hey, that's been my story for like the last 2 years. Or the last year, whatever it is. I'm busy, bro. I don't think people know how busy I am. My wife just called me. She's not feeling good. I got to take care of Mama tonight. Oh, man, I got to put that away. You guys don't want to see the other stuff. You know, I stay strapped. I stay ready right here at my desk. So I never have to leave my room. Anyway. Let's go check the charts. Let's go see what we got. Hey, Kid Caribou, I'm going to unmute you now. Kid, you're unmuted. What's up, bro? I had to mute you, man. You be talking through the video? Yeah, no, you're
I'm
good.
here. I'm here.
Kid, you're something different, bro.
Hey. Now that guy's been catching his toes like he's got a cocaine problem.
Yeah. You know, it might be meth. I don't know, but I don't. I just think he needs to come up in here and hang out with us and see what we do and why we do it.
Yeah. He doesn't. Yeah, you don't have to.
Well, can you imagine what type of woman he's going to attract? With, hey, nice to meet you. For the next 10 years, I owe money to people. And I know you want to do it, but this is what I'm doing.
Really.
Hanging around on Twitter and Discords, and I'm going to be day trading all of our money. Like, there's just so much.
He's probably going over to Reddit and stealing all the deals and then making it his own.
Reddit is the playground for Ian Carroll. That scrub. Scrub-a-dub-dub. 2 men in a tub. Ian, stop smiling. All right, here we go. We're going to show you another one.
All right. I'll read
you're good, bro.
So you can,
you speak up when you want. You're doing great.
I got my 2 cents worth.
There's our boy. There he
Thank
is.
You, sir.
There is Ryan Cohen, guys, in a picture with the creator and the founder and the main dude. I don't know, the Godfather, Shopify. Shopify has a market cap of 125 billion. Miami Big Shots. That's what they posted. Ryan's like, I don't even want to be here. Yeah, so these are some rich ass people. What are billionaires meeting up with Ryan Cohen for? I'm just curious. Like, what's going on? What am I missing? Shopify's it. We'll see. We shall see. Revenue for Shopify is did they say 8.9 billion? And net income of 2.2 billion. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we're half of their. Okay, well, we'll see what our revenue is like coming up. See, these guys are quick to point out that our revenue is 0.06. What are they going to say when we're coming in, at... It's actually 0.006. Like, this guy's wrong on his math, by the way. Even he's wrong. I mean, this is stupid. What's he going to teach me? Nothing. Exit. What's an exit strategy? These people are stupid in these pictures, man. Like, to look at this picture and then see exit in the back of it and be like, yeah, Ryan's trying to tell us to exit. Like, that's the type of shit I got to deal with, bro. And I won't. I'll ignore these people every day of the week. Okay, anyway. Back to my full screen. Or back to the chart. We can go back to the chart. That GameStop, $21.95, looking healthy. I'm not buying. I bought one this morning. I can't buy it again today. I'm a little tied up, man. A little tied up on funds because I don't want to be like Trey. I don't want to be like Trey crying to you guys that I'm broke after the fact. I'm going to get up. I'm going to clean the house, get it going. I have stuff to do. And I asked you all the important questions. And I'll say some parting words on my way out. Who's her man? Ryan Cohen? Oh, yeah. She's ridiculous, bro. Wendy's ridiculous. First off, Wendy, I don't know. I don't get involved with you like that. But Wendy Ryan weighs about $150, okay? You got to calm down with this shit. These girls making these short kings their men. Every time I see a short dude, I just go, that's what you like, mama? She's like, what? I said, exactly. Stay over here. Bros, you know what would kill me in life? It wouldn't be like if I ever lost my lady to like a tall dude, big, strong looking, Ian Carroll looking dude. I wouldn't even care. I'd be like, yo, man, it's a better man. 6'6". Ian Carroll's 6'6", 210. He's a power lifter and a forever runner. Right, but like, yeah, more like keychains. I don't even know what that means. But I have a fast metabolism. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. But check this shit out, bro. If my wife ever left me for a dude shorter than me, oh my God. Oh, mama. Whoo, shit. I swear to you. I swear to you, it would be honestly, it would be St. Patrick's Day every day up in my place. Whooping that ass looking for gold. I swear to God, you think I'm scared of these dudes? You wait till you see my St. Patrick's Day artwork. I already have it. I already have the thumbnail made. And it's ridiculous. You know, shout out to Trove. This guy works overtime. He's carrying a keychain around. Yeah. He's 5'9". That's above average. Average what? Mexican? Get out of here. My dad was 5'7". As soon as, every time my wife and I, we go to a concert, right, where we live at the Acrisure Arena, is good. 5'9" is good. You crazy. So every time we go to the Acrisure Arena, we're walking, like it's time to leave, and we're looking for like each other and stuff. My wife is 4'11", and I'm 6 feet. So I look over the whole crowd. I was like, you got to be able to see me. Look, all I see is the tops of their heads. They're all tiny. I said, man, Ryan Cohen has a pass. Hold on. Are we talking about a hall pass? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Your man knows about this? I'm done. Or are you just talking about he passed because it don't matter how tall or short he is? I mean, it is what it is. Ryan's the truth, baby. Ryan can get it. Hey, shout out to Jeremy Lamb. If you guys don't know who Jeremy Lamb is, he used to play for the Sacramento Kings, and he's smashing the owner's daughter. Do you know what he's doing? Guys, Jeremy Lamb is a genius, okay? Jeremy Lamb used to be an NBA player on the team. He didn't like the teammates. He didn't like his teammates, okay? Whatever. He retired from basketball. He starts smashing the owner's daughter. He's now making basketball decisions for the team. He's kicking off all the dudes he didn't like. He's like, yeah, bitch, you're out of here. We don't need you anyway. Bro, it's wild what's going on at Sacramento Kings right now. Oh, my God. My husband knows he needs to look at, man, when he get out of here. That is not true. Your husband will walk right past, bro. Ryan, I always think about this stuff. Like when I walk past people, I go, well, who is that? Like, are they famous? Do they have money? Like, are they investing? I'm nervous. We're just going to wait and see, y'all. We got a couple of more weeks. I think the announcement should be coming out in a couple of days. The GameStop's earnings report's coming. I think they'll announce it Friday or Saturday, and we'll see how it goes down. My husband is 6'4". My boys are 6'2" and 6'3". Glad they didn't get my height. Let me tell you something, Sharon. That whole hockey-ass team you got, bros, I remember I saw a hockey team. So we got a hockey team out here. And it was time to play Calgary. And these Calgary dudes came on the ice. And it might have been USA versus Russia. These dudes were so big. I said, how is a man that size going to be skating that fast and somebody not get out of his way? They will, oh my God. These Canadian hockey players are the baddest dudes in the world. Drunks go to parties. Alcoholics go to meetings. I know your role. There you go. That's good. That's good. Know your role. Yeah, I guess. My husband's 6 feet, but Ryan has a man, get out of here. She said it twice now. I'm done. I can't with this shit. I can't with you guys. Let me tell you something. The only girl or the only dude that gets a pass with my shorty is who did she say? My wife, nobody. She don't like nobody. My wife's not even Who she like? Ryan Reynolds? That Canadian? I guess, babe. Handle it. Make sure he pays a tariff. Make sure he pays my bills. The other Ryan Reynolds, yes. I played a new song at the start of the show. It's this new little young cat. He's from New Jersey. His name's Dom. He's killing it right now on the scene. Dom and his last name's Inarelia, whatever. He's the New Jersey Justin Bieber. He's got a little 2-minute song and it's blowing up all over the charts. And I'm going to play it again on my way out the door. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget about me. Please don't. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. Still the best stock. I don't care what they say. Oh, by the way, here's the daily. Look at that. Touch the line one more time. Don't worry. We should start bouncing one day. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe Friday. Right before the end of the week. This market will have to buy itself back. Soon. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'm going to see you tomorrow, millionaires. Appreciate you guys so much. I'm going to try to do the house, do the dishes at least. Get up on the mountain. Stay up on that bitch all day. And don't come back till the sun comes up. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. No, I lie. Oh, my God. I forgot about something. I was going to go over one of the videos. I've been doing this thing where I research old videos that we did. Oh man, we're doing this. Okay, so this card was for sale at GameStop, by the way. Sold in 10 seconds. This Michael Jordan PSA 10, the Ultra Decade of Excellence right here, 1996 Flair Ultra card, went ahead and gone that fast. Flair Premier. They got the Bronny James and LeBron cards right now. They got them. Bronny James card. LeBron in back of them. All the cards are there right now, guys, at GameStop. They're doing great. But those cards all sold really quick. There's a new Matthew Stafford. I like that mosaic card. Oh, a Norland Ryan 8 card. Oh, my God. Topps Tiffany, Norland Ryan. That's nice. Norland Ryan was my favorite pitcher growing up. 1660. There's Norland Ryan, then Kevin Brown. And then I like the Northern Ryan documentary. It was so good. But you know what? Well, I mean, we could go over it. Let's see if we got anything right. I don't know. That's why I watch them. I watch Connect the Dots just to see if we got something right. But you know what? Not today. I'm straight. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go do the dishes. All right, guys. Let's just play the song and get up out of here. What do I want to watch? Do you guys want to watch it? Here, I'll ask you guys. You guys want to watch the damn Connect the Dots 3? You guys want to watch it? You do? Okay. I see all the hundreds going up. All right. We'll watch it. Connect the Dots Part 3. I made this. Let's see how long ago I made this. Let's see if we were right. I made this in February of 2023. 2 years ago. Over 2 years ago. Phenomenal.
Hi, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. This is part 3 of Connecting the Dots. This is a one-take session, no edits, no cuts, about how I'm connecting dots from private equity, law firms, to the top of the government, to the bottom of the stock market, to your investment, and why we talk about it. I always start with GameStop, guys. I always go to AMC, and then I look at other things that are happening on this market, trying to explain what's happening with the stock market and this government. And what I just uncovered for myself kind of leads me in the right direction as to I'm invested in a great company, called GameStop. But let's go ahead and do part 3. Here we go, guys. Ride with me. All right. Digging deep this morning. I was doing some homework. Let's see what we found. Well, this is announced 2 to 3 days ago. I believe 3 days ago now. February 23rd. Today's the 26th. Okay. So this was 3 days ago. Apollo Global taps Sullivan & Cromwell partner to lead their legal team. So what they did was, this is Apollo. Apollo went ahead and said Thursday that Whitney Chatterjee. I butcher names and I don't care. Okay, Whitney Chatterjee, a partner of the New York law firm Sullivan & Cromwell, will take over leadership of its legal team. Guys, if you know anything about this law firm, Sullivan & Cromwell, I'm gonna connect the dots. Don't worry, I promise you guys. But I want you to know who they are first. Sullivan & Cromwell. The history of it, I have it here somewhere. Let's go ahead and look at them in general. Okay, one of the oldest law firms, 144-year-old law firm in New York. They were the original financing guys for the Panama Canal. Okay, they had 2 guys on their history. I want to say where they're at right now. I'm going to show you right now. They're brothers, Alan Dulles, I believe his name, Alan Dulles, and John Foster Dulles. I don't know if I'm saying the names correctly. But they were in the 50s, in the 30s, 50s, 40s, all that time frame. They were in charge of the CIA, Director of Central Intelligence. They were, I would tell you, this law firm was the CIA before the CIA, right? But in addition to that, They were doing all these things in the 50s and 60s. And that's the history of the law firm. I'm just trying to give an example. Their father was like Secretary of State. Their uncle was Secretary of State in the early time frames. But let's go ahead and look at the notable cases that this law firm has backed. And you're going to recognize a lot of the names. You're going to recognize the Kraft and Heinz thing. You're going to recognize that they're actually representing FTX. And I'll dig into that in a minute. AT&T and DirecTV. But as I go down, the bankruptcy of Kodak, they jumped in on that. They also had the Volkswagen and Porsche. When Volkswagen and them squeezed, we know what happened there. They were doing this. The Dodgers and Frank McCourt. Now, if you guys know about the Dodgers and Frank McCourt, this is what's really crazy for me. He filed for bankruptcy, and then he sold the team for like $2 billion, $3 billion, whatever it may be. But if you remember the guys who were making bids on the team, it was Apollo. It was Thomas James, whatever his name is, right? Thomas J. Lee or whatever. Thomas H. Lee. I apologize. I'm all over the place with names and the partners in it, right? And you had Bain Capital, you had KKR, everyone's involved, right? Now you go down, this law firm has represented Bear Stearns, Lehman Brothers, Fannie Mae, AIG, and this is all during the housing crisis 2008, Wachovia National City. They are bad dudes. And what I mean by bad dudes is they are playing in the world of the socially elite. Now, let's go through it. And this is just some history on it. The administration, it's called the Other Brother because you had John Foster Dulles back in the day. They went ahead and they ran this whole thing. But that's back in the day, right? And it has ties to Nazi Germany, to World War I, you name it. These guys have been around for a long time. So I said, well, are they deep state associated? Yeah. And I dug even deeper. I keep reading. And I don't want to go down that rabbit hole because I want to get back to what we're talking about. And I don't mean to close out the pages like I do. I want to keep them open. So what I want to look at is this. So you saw that they tabbed that person. And I was trying to figure out the ties from Sullivan Cromwell, Apollo Global to themselves with that new director. Well, now you have Jay Clayton. Now, when I look at Jay Clayton, he works for Sullivan and Cromwell, LLP, right? Jay Clayton was hired and then rehired. So he was with the law firm. He left to go to Apollo. He became a director at Apollo, which he is still to this day. He is a director, a non-executive chair director for Apollo. So he's on the board of directors for Apollo, and he gets rehired by Sullivan and Cromwell. I don't know what type of influence Apollo has over this law firm, or if it's the other way around. But when I look at hires like this individual here, she's an ex Sullivan Cromwell associate, and she has ties to Apollo now, and she's working for Apollo. This is how they do it. They just connect the dots, right, as I go through. But Jay Clayton, guys, is a former chairman of the SEC. He's one of the former chairmen. Like, you got to know they're hiring these guys, and they're putting them in these positions of power and decision-making, and that's how they do it. We all know who Bernanke works for now, working for Citadel. These guys get paid fees, but this guy is like a shield, and now they just hired a new one, right? So when I look at this and I look at Apollo and what they're doing, I even give you this example. Apollo had a fallout. They hired this guy, the SEC chief. They hired Jay Clayton when they had their fallout with the Epstein probe, okay? So when it came through, that's who they hired, Jay Clayton, because they were being linked with the sex offender, Jeffrey Epstein, and saying that they were allowing some deals to go through and basically facilitate his lifestyle. As you look at everything, I've been reading everything here, and I go through all the history of it all. I'm going to come up with more. So here you go. Cromwell and whoever are doing a deal, but it's by Apollo, right? So they're actually doing the deal for Apollo. If everything you see, everything you read, it's, hey, Barclays and Credit Suisse are advising Apollo while Sullivan and Cromwell are providing legal advice. So that's their law firm. And I had to go look for everything I could, but then I went ahead and found this gem, and I love this. Here we go. So this is a guy named Meta Lawman, okay? He's on Twitter. You guys know I'm not on Twitter, but I Google Twitter every now and then to see if anyone writes a tweet that's going to be somewhat familiar that I like to see, and here we go. What is going on in the FTX bankruptcy case is odd, really odd. Much has been written about Sullivan and Cromwell conflict due to the prior legal work at FTX in Alameda. And I was like, okay, so they're involved in FTX and Alameda. But no one, to my knowledge, has mentioned Sullivan and Cromwell's other major conflict. Their other major conflict. Are you guys ready for this? At the same time, Sullivan and Cromwell, and I wonder if you guys can see, is it big enough for you guys? Remember, no edits, no cuts, I don't care. Oh yeah, you guys can read it. I hope you guys can. Zoom in on your phone or on your PC. At the same time that Sullivan and Cromwell lawyers have unrestricted access to all internal data about the value of FTX's assets and liabilities, Apollo Global has reportedly quietly buying up the creditor claims from FTX customers for pennies on the dollar. Guys, Apollo wanted this company, and Sullivan and Cromwell wanted FTX to file for bankruptcy a long time ago. And the minute they did, Apollo comes swooping in, and so does Sullivan and Cromwell. Sullivan and Cromwell comes in with fees, right? Attorney fees, $20 million, probably more than that by now. And then these guys come at the bottom, Apollo, and they're buying up all the debt that they can for pennies on the dollar because it's distressed. I mean, people are just going to give it away because who's actually paying up? The investor, the people, the guys who own the stock, or not the stock, but the cryptocurrency itself, the people who got robbed, but not these guys. So you might ask, where's the conflict? Guess who's the chairman of the board at Apollo Global? Jay Clayton. So it's a big problem. There's a big conflict of interest. But the other conflict of interest in that deal, and I'll show you right here. We can watch this video together. Right. Oh, let me make sure my volume's on for you guys. It is. Let's do it.
Eamon Javers joins us now with more. Eamon, good morning to you.
Good morning, Scott. There's a lot of money on the line here in Wilmington, Delaware this morning. We saw this dramatic late filing yesterday by FTX's former compliance officer alleging conflicts of interest and wrongdoing by Sullivan and Cromwell. That's the law firm that's now representing FTX during this bankruptcy proceeding. In a 17-page document, Daniel Friedberg alleges that Sullivan and Cromwell overbilled FTX by millions of dollars, manipulated the bankruptcy filing to generate fees for the firm, made knowingly false statements, and aided and abetted securities fraud. He also alleges that Sullivan and Cromwell installed John Ray as the new CEO of the firm in order to have a supporter who was leading the company. Now, the judge was expected to rule on whether the firm can proceed as FTX's counsel today. Not clear now after this late filing yesterday whether he's going to be able to do that today with these significant allegations that are now dropping in this proceeding. But FTX's new CEO, John Ray, did support Sullivan and Cromwell in a filing of his own this week, saying the firm has played an integral role post-bankruptcy in helping recover money for customers. Now, other filings that were made this week reveal the pay scale for Sullivan and Cromwell attorneys who are working on this bankruptcy, showing 4 attorneys are billing more than $1,000 an hour, and 3 of them are billing more than $2,000 an hour in this process. All of this comes after a day in which Ray said he's open to the idea of reopening the FTX.com crypto exchange, telling the Wall Street Journal yesterday that everything is on the table.
So we all know that's a lie. He wasn't opening to open it back up. It's not going to open back up. But what it is telling you is this, that Sullivan and Cromwell planted their guy, John Ray, because John Ray wanted to get in, be the CEO of the company, and then hire these guys to facilitate the bankruptcy. There's money to be made in bankruptcy, guys. And these lawyers know this. Apollo's making money off this bankruptcy of FTX. Additionally, and I found these 2 blogs here, and it's going to tell you that Ray got, and this is the main guy, he got $200,000 for go ahead and doing this in the retainer for the FTX bankruptcy. So he's making $200,000. Miller, which no one's talking about, and I'll talk about him in a minute, but let's do this one first. The judge, John Dorsey, he allowed it. He allowed Sullivan to go ahead and stay there in the case. And if you read way down here, you're going to find out who are the other attorneys involved in this case. The other law firms that are handling the bankruptcy filing are going to be Gibson, Dunn, and Crutcher. Oh, what do you know? We named them yesterday. How about White and Case as well? So numerous attorneys are involved, 18 state attorneys, and guess what they allow? They allow Sullivan and Cromwell to do what they're doing. And now why? Let's talk about it. Here you go. Here, and this is an easy video for me to make. Ryan Miller. Ryan Miller is the general counsel for FTX. Okay, he's their lawyer. When we tell you they have ties all the way to the top, and I know that the parents of the 2 involved, right? Sam Bankman-Fried's mom and dad are politically tied. The parents of the other girl, his girlfriend, everyone works at MIT. Everyone's worked with, I want to say Gary Gensler, if I'm not mistaken. But think about Ryan Miller for a minute, okay? This guy goes all the way down, and where did he work before? He worked for FTX, guys. He worked for Sullivan and Cromwell. Sullivan and Cromwell, 8 years. He's a partner with them. But I'll go even deeper than that. Where did he work before Sullivan and Cromwell? Where did he work? Legal counsel for Chairman Gary Gensler. Do you guys get this yet? How deep? How deep do you guys want to go? This is why nothing will ever happen. This is why Gary Gensler's on Twitter talking to nobody, David Lauer, talking in circles. But when you got a guy like this, the FTX founders, okay, I'll show you right here. This is it. Disgraced FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried ghosted his legal team after someone, this big tub of lard here, and I don't mean to talk about him physically, but Ryan Miller, went ahead and he was insisting that FTX file for bankruptcy. Why? Because Sullivan and Cromwell were going to come in. Sullivan and Cromwell are going to come in and make millions off the bankruptcy, like they're doing now. It's all tied, and it's okay to happen. It's okay to happen because it's all orchestrated to a point. Apollo pulls strings, guys. If you don't think this is from the nature of Sullivan and Cromwell and the partnership they have with Apollo, then tell me why Apollo just named Sullivan and Cromwell to their board. Right here, they just tapped their legal team, a partner to their lead legal team. The main person is going to be involved now. You guys tell me how we connect these dots. And I'm going to tell you everything stems from Apollo. Sure. But they're all working together. And they have been for plenty of years. Guys, pay attention to deep state. Sure. I don't want to go down that pathway. But I will tell you this. This is the great news. You guys ready for the great news? None of this is happening in GameStop. We stopped it. It happened. Ryan Cohen stopped it. A lot of people stopped it. You stopped it. I stopped it. That's why I'm happy to see earnings coming out in about a week or 2, 3 weeks. And when that happens, I'll be excited. AMC is a damn death trap because look who you're partnered up with. It's these guys. If you don't think you're partnered up with these guys, Adam Aaron is Apollo. Let that sit in. Please. He worked there for over a decade. He's best friends with Leon Black. I'll let it just all sit on there. And you guys figure it out. This is crime. FTX is real. FTX really happened. And who's making money off of it? The vultures. Don't feed them, guys. Don't feed them. Short video for part 3, but what the hell? It's Sunday. I'm going to go work out. I'm going to try to get in shape.